The unsettling reality of artificial intelligence is reshaping our relationship with wildlife, and the consequences could be dire. Right now, technology is influencing the instincts of coyotes, leading to unpredictable and potentially dangerous outcomes. These magnificent creatures communicate their stress through subtle signals, but what if our reliance on AI to manage wildlife is causing us to misinterpret these signs? Imagine encountering a coyote that stands its ground seemingly unbothered. What if it's been trained to ignore its natural stress signals? This could mask hidden dangers lurking beneath a calm facade. Coyotes express their stress through a flick of the ear or a tense posture, signals that are critical for our safety. With AI stepping in, can we truly trust our interpretations? Or are we jeopardizing both human safety and the well-being of wildlife? Consider a community using AI to predict coyote behavior. At first, it seems like a breath-less livestock lost and reduced fear. But what happens when the AI fails to recognize an agitated coyote? The results could be shocking and dangerous. Tension escalates when technology misreads nature. Picture a child playing outside, blissfully unaware of the stress signals from a misinterpreted coyote. The very foundation of wildlife management is at risk, yet we often overlook these critical signs in favor of convenience. To prevent this from spiraling out of control, we must combine technology with a deep understanding of animal behavior. Genuine observation must take precedence over algorithms. Are we truly the guardians of nature, or are we becoming unwitting disruptors? The next time you hear about AI affecting wildlife, ask yourself, are we ignoring the coyote warning signs that could protect us all? Have you ever heard a coyote's eerie howl in the quiet of night? It might seem like just another natural sound, but there's more to it than meets the ear. Something concerning is happening that you may not have noticed, especially in wildlife management. Imagine camping under a starlit sky, the fire crackling gently, when that howl pierces the night, sending chills down your spine. But what if I told you this sound has been manipulated? Wildlife managers are now using artificial intelligence to mimic coyote behavior, which could change everything we think we know about them. You might wonder why this matters. Coyotes are crucial to our ecosystem, but when we use technology to manage them, we risk disrupting the natural balance. Most people are unaware that this is happening right under their noses. Consider this: you've probably seen coyotes in urban areas scavenging for food. Poorly thought out attempts to control their population aren't just failing, they might actually be making the situation worse. When AI mimics their calls, it can draw them into traps or urban spaces, leading to more encounters than ever. Picture yourself walking your dog at dusk, only to hear a distant coyote call that feels unnervingly close. You start to feel uneasy. The unsettling truth is that these AI tactics could provoke more aggressive behavior as coyotes adapt to their new friends in unforeseen ways. The tension rises as you realize the sounds you hear might be orchestrated. It's not just nature, it's a deliberate manipulation. Communities that believed they could coexist with these animals may soon face a very different reality. So what can we do? It's essential to grasp the implications of using technology in wildlife management. Instead of relying on AI, we should prioritize education and awareness. Imagine being part of a community that respects wildlife. As this technology develops, we need to ask ourselves, at what cost are we trying to control nature? Take a moment to reflect on your next outdoor adventure. The sounds you hear and the creatures you encounter might be more than they seem. Stay aware, stay informed, and remember, the wild is unpredictable, and sometimes it's best to let it be. If you found this unsettling, we'd love to hear your thoughts. The conversation about wildlife and technology is just beginning. What if I told you the secret lives of coyotes are far more intricate and even unsettling than most people realize? Imagine a world where artificial intelligence mimics the behavior of these clever creatures. It sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, but this is happening right now, and the implications are staggering. You might think using technology to manage wildlife is a good idea. After all, it helps us track animals, study their habits, and prevent conflicts between humans and wildlife. But here's the catch: there's a darker side to this approach that often goes unmentioned. What if, instead of solving problems, I is actually making them worse? Picture this: you're on a late-night hike. But what if those howls were artificially generated to manipulate coyote behavior for research? Suddenly, the predator you fear becomes a pawn in a technological game. The reality is that using AI to mimic coyotes risks creating a disconnect between their natural behavior and what we observe. Researchers might think they're gaining valuable insights, but they could be distorting reality instead. Consider the impact on local ecosystems. If ignorated coyote calls attract more animals than usual, what happens next? An influx of deer or smaller mammals could lead to overpopulation, causing a ripple effect throughout the food chain. Your friendly neighborhood coyote could unwittingly become an agent of chaos. Imagine a family with kids living near a nature reserve, blissfully unaware that their weekend picnics might attract a pack of hungry coyotes drawn in by those very ignorated sounds. The risks extend beyond wildlife, they affect our lives too. Are you starting to see the bigger picture? But don't lose hope just yet. There's a solution on the horizon. By combining traditional wildlife management practices with technology, we can create a more balanced approach. It's about understanding behavior without manipulating